Thank you very much. It doesn't quite feel like 250 though. I only like to count the starts, so touch wood, if I'm selected next week at Rochdale, then hopefully that'll be 250 starts. I'm not a big one for sub appearances, but let's say if I get to 250 next week, then brilliant.
And clean sheet.
Yeah, I mean it's been overdue. It's been a long time. I thought Troy and Willow were absolutely brilliant today. It's nothing against Stevie. He's been brilliant, but Gaffer decided to change it up, and I thought the two lads at the back were brilliant because they put us under pressure a lot of times. They kept the ball really well, and the two centre halves were excellent, I thought.
And actually, didn't have a huge amount to do.
No, just a few crosses and a few bits and pieces. Tried to make them score. Comedy moment there, but like I say, they were absolutely brilliant today, and it started from the top. Byron, I think, won 90% of the goal kicks and the flick-ons, and it takes you high up the pitch. And despite they had a lot of play, but didn't really create too many open chances.
What happened for the indirect free kick that they got right on the goal line?
I've just watched it in there. It is Matty touches it, and I think my natural reaction was just to pick it up, and I should have just taken a deep breath and known whereabouts I was in the goal, and he could have touched it again. But let's say a rush of blood, but thankfully the lads shanked it wide. But I thought the lads on the line were ready to put their bodies on the line. We got him, we organised him, and we closed him down straight away, which made it difficult for him. And
you could have won earlier, couldn't you, really?
Yeah, I don't know what you guys saw from up there, but Matty was up there, he had the ball in his hands, and I think the ref just said that he held his hands up there and he had a stink, which is what, at least he's honest enough to say he made a mistake giving the penalty in the first place, and fair play to him for admitting he's had a stinker.
Okay, so you've made a decision, and then who's persuaded him to change his mind?
Nobody's actually sure yet. I think the gaffer's just gone in to see him now, so we'll see what he says then. But I think it takes a lot of I don't know if I can say the word that I want to say. Yeah, it takes a lot of them to admit that he's made a stinker, and fair play to him for holding his hands up and admitting that. So fair play to him.
And did people like Byron think it was a penalty in the first place?
I've not really spoke to many. We just still like, how did he come? Who turned his mind round for whatever and things like that. But I haven't seen it again whether it was a penalty or whether it was not. But the main thing is in the papers tomorrow morning it says Curtin 90th minute 1-0, and that's the main thing.
It was a great finish, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Like I say, we've worked on keeping a higher line today. We've talked about it all week, and although at times we were a little bit deep, that just shows you how important keeping a high line is, because the goalie's got it in his hands 1 minute, the next Troy heads it on the centre circle, and Curo's in, and that's what he's done all his career. His goal ratio is unbelievable. I think he's got 2 in 30 minutes, so he's off to Chelsea in January if he keeps that up.
And from your viewpoint, Scott, just relief again, a clean sheet. You kept so many of them last year.
I mean,
only the second one.
I mean, we did let a lot of goals in last year. I mean, we let a few fours and things like that, but we did keep a lot of clean sheets. So hopefully we can go on a nice little run now. But like I say, it's a big relief, because last week at Torquay we were lucky to get away with 4, and today we were solid and we were difficult to beat, and that's what we're all about. Huge
sense of relief all round the ground when that goal went.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially the timing of it was just like, that's it, yeah, we've done it. And, I think we'd have been not happy with the 0-0, but it would have been a starting point sort of thing, and to go on and win it 1-0 is absolutely brilliant.
Scott, thanks.
No problem, thank you very much.
Another change to the back four today. I mean, it's not ideal when the personnel keep changing as often as it does, but hopefully now it's the start of a bit more consistency.
Yeah, obviously it's not ideal, but it's not been working, so if you've got to find something that's a winning formula, and then hopefully you can stick to it. But if something is not working, then you have to change it until you find the right balance, and hopefully we've got that now.
How good did it feel when you saw that one go in from your end of the pitch?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I mean, the keeper's got a hand on it, and I thought don't go over, and then I just saw it hit the back of the net, and it was brilliant. It was. I don't usually celebrate goals, but I did that one, so it was a big relief.
Yeah, even 0-0 though, you wanted to win it, but even 0-0 would have been something to build on. Was that what the manager said? Don't let one in.
Yeah,
basically?
I mean, I think the gaffer's changes showed that he wanted to win the game. I mean, bringing Cure on and putting Terry out while we had 3 out-and-out strikers on the field, and it showed that we wanted to win the game, and that's what we went on and did.
Yeah, Troy hasn't played for a long time, and he came straight back in, and he had quite a bit to do. Did everything very well today.
Yeah, Troy was brilliant. I mean, the last 2 games he's kept 2 clean sheets, Accrington and here. But like I say, it's nothing against Stevie, because I'm sure Stevie will come back in when he's ready, and he'll be exactly like he was last season.
Yeah, he didn't make many mistakes throughout the whole of the last season, did he? He's certainly not going to be written off after a few this season.
No, not at all. I mean, Stevie's experience, he's played, I don't know how many league games he's played. He's great around the place. He's right behind the lads today. I'm sure when he comes back in, he'll be ready and he'll go again.
Yeah, it's so important to get a win here before now 2 more away games.
Yeah, definitely. We've got 2 very tough away games now, but all we concentrated on today was getting a good performance and a win today, and then we've got a long trip up to Scunthorpe next week, who are a good team, and we know we'll have to be on our guard again.
Yeah, how good was the feeling in there afterwards compared to Torquay when it must have been 3 down?
It was like we'd won the league, to be honest. It was a big relief off everyone's back, and like I say, we can have another good week in training and hopefully go up to Scunthorpe and put another good performance in.
Yeah, and you were quite pleased with the fairly quiet game for you, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that one of the most pleasing things for you?
Like I say, although they had a lot of play, they didn't really. They had the throw in where Jay, I think, lost his man and perhaps should have scored. Lowy's made an unbelievable header as well, backstick, but apart from 1 or 2 little bits and pieces, they didn't create much. And they're a big side, and we stood up to them and set plays when we needed to. And like I say, it was a general round solid performance.
Yeah, spoken to Alan Bennett. Said hello.
I spoke to him a little bit before the game. I'll just pop my head in.
A bit awkward to result like that.
Benno's he's a winner. He's a born winner, and he hates losing. So I'd imagine he's not in the best of moods right now.
Yeah.
But I'll give him a text later or something when he's hopefully calmed down a bit.
Yeah. Cheers, Brownie.
Cheers.